Welcome back to Evil Deedz, and we are playing on Rage2, the Fist of the North Star. I just got my glasses, and I can't see a thing. Got interrupted last time. Let's carry on then. The Wolf's End. Rhaegar Clarkty was in no condition to fight as he had deboweled himself. After watching both Toki and Rhaegar slide into the abyss of death, Kenshaw left the room. Just as Rhaegar had anticipated, his deep sadness and made him stronger. Toki, are you still alive? Rhaegar could barely open his eyes. With the last of his strength, he spoke to Toki. The Long-Crested Wolf shall law Hokuto in times of chaos. My destiny. You said it was a tragedy. But look, my will has overcome my destiny. I have brought change to the land. I did not just lead Hokuto here. Together with Hokuto, I led the age itself. Soon, it will be the age of Kensho. That is when peace will come. Toki did not respond, but he did smile. Eventually, Rhaegar's came to pass. The world entered an age of peace under Kensho. Temporary peace. So he's going to be going Castellan soon. Kensho, the post-apocalypse survivor, claimed victory over Rao, the ruthless conqueror. Rao was dead. Kensho left on his journey, and the world enjoyed a brief time of peace. A few years after their legendary battle, the battles these men waged has been buried in the sands of time. Ken Ray, why did you shed so many tears and so much blood? No, I will not dwell on such sad memories. I protect peace that they have created. That is the duty of those of us left behind. Maria never forgot her feelings for Ray, and dedicated herself to building and protecting her village. Perhaps because the village's leader was a woman, the village attracted many women from neither. Many had escaped from captivity into the city. Lady Miria, bandits are attacking the village again. Aria, Ray's younger sister, also cherished her brother's legacy and fought alongside Maria. This village, full of women, however, was attractive. Tell everybody to gather their weapons. We must protect what Ken and Ray has created. Battles buried in the past. Marie and Ira defeated the attackers, however, these were not honorary bandits. They said we must obey the Crystal Emperor. Just always this Imperial. It may be a new world order that has followed after Ken Ho, or perhaps. Maria felt uneasy. They could handle honorary bandits without any problems. However, things would be different if they were to deal with a large, organised army. They would not stand a chance. If only Ken and Ray were here with us now. Maria muttered to herself without thinking. She then shook her head as if rallying herself. No, I must be stronger, else everybody else will worry. Erin gently placed her hand on Maria's shoulder. Lady Maria, you mustn't take on this burden by yourself. I may not be much of a help, but I'll here for you all of us are. You are not alone. You have grown strong, Iria. I know Ray will be proud of you. I can see the look of surprise on his face now. Yes, say, what happened to you, Iria? The two laughed out loud. A familiar face. An unexpected visitor came to Maria's village. It was Ian whom she had met. It's a surprise to see you here. You look well. Ian was currently working as a bounty hunter. He received payment from the Castle Imperial Army for every bounty he brought in. Just what kind of person is the Castle Emperor? Who knows? I really don't have any interest in these groups. As long as I get paid, I'm happy. It's all for my little lady. Do you mean the mother you were looking for that one time? No, she's dead. There was a silence between the two. Have you also lost somebody important to you? You're even more beautiful than you were back then, but your face seems a bit sad. Silence had enveloped them again when Erin entered. Maria is caring for the soul of my brother's Ray, master of Nato Shinchung Ray. Oh, so you're the sister that he was searching for? So since when were he and Maria an item? Maria began talking about everything. Her meeting with Ray, her journey and his death. I can say it now, but it was because of him that I was able to save you from Judas City. It was only because Ray jumped in like that we were able to move freely about. It's funny the way things happen. Maria and Ian both looked at Ray's grave, then suddenly they heard the villagers shouting. Lady Maria, the Castle Imperial Army is headed towards the village again. Understood. I'm on my way. Ian here. Sorry, but I can't afford to have a bounty placed on my head. I'll try to help you on the slide though. Somebody important, and we are nearly at the bottom. After the battle, Ian prepared to leave. So you're leaving? Sorry, but my little lady is waiting for me. And Ian looked at Maria's face. You put in a tough act, but I can see the sadness in your face. Whenever I see a beautiful woman look sad, I end up feeling down myself. Ian. Indeed, there's nothing sadder in this world than the face of a beautiful woman who's lost somebody important to her. Ian raised his little finger. You know, as guys, if somebody to look after can't afford to die after that, you take care of yourself for your little girl's sake. Maria smiled as she raised her little finger. I will. You know, that smile really suits you. Ian smiled and headed back to the village where Asuka awaited his return. all grown up. So we got 2 left. Maria's village was constantly under attack from the Celestial Imperial Army. One day, Maria was patrolling outside the village when she felt a presence behind her. Who's there? Maria used her yo-yo, but the shadow she aimed at invaded it with ease. Oops, I didn't think you'd notice me. I suppose I won't make a very good guard, right, Maria? It can't be, Bat. Running up to Bat, Maria embraced him powerfully. Maria, please, you're crushing me. I'm so glad you're alive. It has been many years since they had last seen one another. This village is just as I remember it. The flowers are still blooming, water is plentifully, and everybody is smiling. Maria, I really do respect you. Thank you, but there are forces at work threatening this peace. She pointed into the distance. A flag of the Celestial Imperial Army could be seen flopping in the wind. Okay, Maria, allow me to help. I'll help to drive these guys off. This village is full of memories for you, Rin, and me. We can't let anything happen to it. Maria nodded. She and Bat headed to the battlefield to confront the Celestial Imperial Army. So last one, and it'd be the end of this game. The woman's kindness. After forcing the Celestial Imperial Army to retreat, Bat showed Maria's a flag. Is this a 7-star of Hokuto flag? Maria, Rin, and I are fighting against the Celestial Imperial Army as Hokuto Army. I want to try and be more like Ken, even if it's just a little. That's why I've devoted myself to protecting the weak. Maria looked into Bat's face and saw how much he had grown. You've grown up quite a bit from a mischievous young boy I once knew. And you've turned into quite the beautiful woman. Maria laughed wildly. Bat let out a laugh, but a shadow soon crossed his face. Rin still has feelings for Ken, but I am okay with that. I am willing to die for her, so that I may live in her heart. Bat was beginning to remind Maria of Ray, and she found her thoughts turn into old memories. But I hope one day she realizes just how special you are. I don't know, but even if she doesn't, I mean, Ray lives on in your heart, doesn't he? Maria felt as if he was reading her mind, so she quickly changes the subject. You know what, you're right. Rin's probably is too good for you, scamp like you. But don't worry, if she doesn't cooperate your feelings, I'd be happy to kill you myself and put you out of your misery. You'll be able to live on in Rin's heart. Hey Maria, that's not funny. Bat shrugged and Maria laughed. Eventually Bat got what he wished for. He and Rin were married in Maria's village. Maria felt truly happy for the two. There was no way she could have foreseen their coming tragedy. And that's the end of that. So there's no more. So if you want to pause it or whatever, I'm going to be going through all these. You unlock these after completing their dream mode, story mode. These don't have one. Devil Rebirth. An evil creature held captive in villainary prison, a user of Bracken Nikon style. Despite being several times larger and stronger than an ordinary man, his movements are still sharp and nimble, having killed 700 people. He has sentenced to be executed 13 times, but managed to survive them all, and was therefore given a 200 years prison sentence instead, because Jackal helps him escape from captivity. Devil Rebirth looks up to him like a brother, fighting Kensho on his behalf until he finally falls victim to the Hokuto 7 Stars of Death. A general from the land of Shura, a user of Mocha style, Hika Predator Prom. He is capable of ripping out enemies' organs and bones, and has a record of 1,800 victories as a Shuri. He faces Shicha, who had kidnapped Rin, and through his experience in battle gives him the interior advantage. He loses his arm to Sachi's attack, and his hit trying to cover for an old wound he received from Han, leading to his death. Is the last enemy of this story game. There's a lot of bystanders. What was this guy? Kaikoha. Rose beloved stead. Eyes is us. Whose powerful legs can crush grown men underfoot or kick them to death. Possesses a great sense of loyalty towards Rao, and this is reciprocated. Rao won't allow himself to be carried by any other horse. Several years after Rao's death, he appears again at Kensho's side, this time with only one eye. They journey across many lands together, and even make it as far as the land of Shura. The horse breathes his last soon after taking Kensho to visit the grave of his beloved Yuria. So there's the styles. Those are Natos. Can't be asked to read all them techniques. And these are the vital points. The groups, places, and then terms. Vital points, test subjects, Kino. So that's the legend. Start of benevolence, Professor Emperor, Autoclan main lineage. Yeah. There you go. So hope you enjoyed the video, and this game I would not recommend. It takes too long. 100% everything. Enemies defeated 75,691. Total playtime 65 hours, 43 minutes and 20 seconds, let's say. So in a bit, and we will be playing the next game.